Have you ever paused in the middle of your day and felt a strange stillness, as if time itself had slowed just to speak to you? Perhaps it was a fleeting thought that lingered longer than usual, a sudden feeling of clarity amidst confusion, or a subtle nudge from within that you couldn't explain. These moments are not accidents, they are the quiet language of the universe, calling you to awaken, to notice, to align. Life often sweeps us along in its relentless current, yet beneath the noise, there is a rhythm, a pulse, a sacred flow that has been waiting for your attention. The universe does not shout, it whispers. And when you learn to listen, you begin to see the hidden patterns, the repeating symbols, the gentle signs that guide your path. Think of the countless moments you've experienced in silence, times of endurance, patience, and unseen effort, those quiet acts of resilience, the sacrifices made without recognition, the inner courage that carried you forward even when nothing around you offered hope. These were not wasted, they were shaping you like water slowly carving its way through stone, preparing you for a moment when clarity and opportunity intersect. The lessons of the past, the struggles that seemed endless, the waiting that felt unbearable, all of it has been necessary, molding your spirit for a time when the energies around you finally align with your readiness. There is a sacred energy that surrounds all who are willing to pause and reflect. It is in this stillness that insight arises. Perhaps you've noticed recurring patterns, repeated numbers, or strange coincidences that feel more than random. These are not merely chance. They are the universe communicating in a subtle, symbolic language. Each sign, each whisper, is a reflection of the deeper truth within you, a call to awaken the awareness that has always existed, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. The world may move fast, but your soul has its own timing, its own rhythm, and now is the time to listen to it fully. As you sit with this awareness, consider the patterns in your life that have been trying to speak to you, the moments you brushed off, the signs you overlooked, the gentle nudges that seemed insignificant. They were all messages, guiding you toward alignment, inviting you to attune to the sacred flow that is always present. Life is not merely a series of events, it is a living energy, a dance of intention and response, of awareness and action. When you attune yourself to this flow, you begin to recognize the sacred language hidden in ordinary moments, the guidance embedded in seemingly random occurrences. Now take a deep breath and feel the weight of your inner world, the experiences, the lessons, the growth that has brought you here. Each number, each symbol, each subtle synchronicity is a key unlocking doors within your consciousness. The journey ahead is not just about seeing the numbers, it is about feeling their vibration, understanding their energy, and allowing them to illuminate your path. They act as beacons, guiding you through the unseen currents of life, offering insight, clarity, and the courage to step into alignment with your true purpose. Reflect on this. How often do you truly pause to notice the universe speaking to you? How often do you allow yourself to trust the quiet guidance that arises from within, rather than rushing toward the noise of the world? This is a moment of awakening, a sacred pause before the revelation. The energies that surround you are ready to respond, but only to the awareness that is fully present, the heart that is open, and the mind that is receptive. Prepare yourself, for the journey through these sacred numbers is about to begin. They carry wisdom, vibration, and the subtle guidance of the cosmos, helping you navigate the unseen currents of your life. As you move through them, allow yourself to feel, to reflect, and to awaken to the deeper truths that have always been waiting, quietly, patiently, for you to recognize. Number 7, the seeker of truth and inner wisdom. Number 7 carries a profound vibration of introspection, spiritual inquiry, and the pursuit of deeper understanding. It is the number of the seeker, the one who looks beyond the surface of life to uncover hidden patterns, subtle truths, and the mysteries that often go unnoticed. by the ordinary eye. Those attuned to the energy of 7 are drawn toward reflection, meditation, and self-exploration, sensing that the answers to life's challenges lie not outside, but within. This number urges patience, encouraging you to move deliberately and trust in the timing of your own personal journey. In numerology, 7 resonates with analytical insight, intuition, and the silent power of observation. It is the energy of those who seek clarity in chaos, the ability to discern truth amidst confusion, and the courage to question the familiar. This vibration reminds us that wisdom often grows in solitude and quiet contemplation, that the seeds of understanding take root beneath the surface before manifesting outwardly. When you encounter the number 7 repeatedly on clocks, receipts, or even in random life events, it is a signal to pause, tune in, and reflect. Spiritually, 7 is a bridge between the material and the metaphysical. It is the sacred number of introspection, encouraging you to explore the layers of your mind, emotions, and spirit. It is not about immediate results or external recognition, but about cultivating depth, discernment, and clarity over time. The energy of 7 aligns with study, research, spiritual practice, and the pursuit of knowledge that transforms consciousness. It teaches that true understanding comes from patience, observation, and the courage to look inward even when the answers are not obvious. This number also symbolizes a connection to universal forces and higher intelligence. It resonates with the rhythm of the cosmos, inviting you to recognize the unseen currents shaping your life. 7 is about alignment, bringing your inner state into harmony with the outer world. It encourages mindfulness, contemplation, and the integration of insights into your everyday life. Through this process, you gain not only knowledge, but also the wisdom to navigate life with calm, confidence, and clarity. For those following the path of 7, life may feel more introspective, more contemplative, and at times solitary. Yet this solitude is not emptiness. It is fertile ground for insight, spiritual growth, and self-mastery. It is in these quiet moments that the layers of illusion fall away and the truths that guide your soul begin to emerge. The number 7 reminds you that seeking the deeper meaning of experiences, embracing patience, and trusting your inner guidance will always lead to alignment with your higher purpose. The energy of 7 encourages continuous learning, both in practical knowledge and spiritual understanding. It asks you to observe, question, and integrate what you discover into your daily life. Whether through meditation, study, or mindful reflection, this number is a constant invitation to expand your awareness and refine your perception. It highlights that real insight comes not from external achievements, but from understanding yourself and the universe at a deeper level. 7 also represents a sacred rhythm of growth, mirroring the cycles of nature and the cosmos. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, and the seasons shift in a continuous balanced flow, the number 7 guides you to embrace life's patterns, lessons, and phases. It teaches that patience, reflection, and discernment are the foundations of true wisdom, and that the quiet accumulation of understanding is far more powerful than fleeting bursts of superficial success. In everyday life, noticing the number 7 is a subtle reminder to slow down, connect with your intuition, and trust the inner voice that often speaks in whispers. It asks you to focus on your spiritual and intellectual development, to seek truth over convenience, and to honor the moments of stillness where clarity emerges. This is the vibration of careful thought, mindful action, and conscious awareness. From a mystical perspective, 7 has long been regarded as sacred across cultures, representing perfection, completeness, and divine insight. It is often associated with spiritual awakening, higher knowledge, and the quest to align oneself with cosmic laws. The presence of 7 in your life is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to uncover truths that transcend the mundane, and to cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and alignment with universal energies. Ultimately, number 7 is a guide toward inner mastery. It encourages you to trust the process of reflection, to honor your need for solitude and thought, and to recognize that understanding comes in layers, often revealed gradually. By embracing the energy of 7, you align with a path of wisdom, clarity, and spiritual fulfillment. This number reminds you that your inner journey is just as important, if not more so, than any external achievement. Number 14, the harmonizer of change and wisdom. Number 14 vibrates with a unique balance of movement and stability, urging transformation while grounding it in wisdom and awareness. It is the number of the learner who has experienced life's lessons and is now ready to take action with insight, not impulsiveness. Those who resonate with 14 are called to navigate change thoughtfully, blending curiosity with discernment, courage with patience, and spontaneity with careful planning. It is an energy that reminds us that real growth is neither reckless nor hurried. It is intentional, measured, and purposeful. In numerology, 14 is composed of 1 and 4. The number 1 represents new beginnings, leadership, and initiative, a spark of energy that encourages you to step forward, innovate, and trust your inner guidance. The number 4 embodies structure, discipline, and foundation, the necessary support to transform ideas into sustainable reality. Together, 14 creates a bridge between vision and execution, teaching that progress is most meaningful when anchored in understanding, preparation, and conscious choice. Spiritually, 14 is a teacher of balance. It challenges the seeker to embrace both freedom and responsibility, flexibility and order. It is the energy of those who recognize that true transformation is not just about external achievements or sudden shifts, but about integrating lessons into the very fabric of one's life. It encourages discernment in decision-making, awareness in action, and clarity in intention. The repeated appearance of 14 in your life, on bills, clocks, or daily events, is a subtle nudge from the universe, signaling that change is ready, but only through mindful, deliberate steps. The vibration of 14 also resonates with adaptability and resilience. Life is rarely linear, and 14 reminds you that obstacles are not barriers, but opportunities for refinement and growth. It teaches patience without stagnation, persistence without rigidity, and courage without recklessness. This number calls you to trust the process of evolution, to embrace the journey with awareness, and to honor each step as a vital part of your personal and spiritual development. Those guided by 14 often find themselves at crossroads or moments of decision where they must choose between the comfort of the familiar and the promise of the unknown. The energy of this number urges you to move forward with confidence, using past experiences as a foundation while remaining open to new possibilities. It is a reminder that timing is as important as action, and that wisdom is the compass guiding the steps of transformation. On a deeper level, 14 represents the interplay of freedom and responsibility. It teaches that true liberation comes not from chaos or impulsiveness, but from conscious choice, ethical action, and alignment with higher principles. The energy of this number encourages self-reflection, self-discipline, and mindfulness, showing that even amidst change, one can maintain inner harmony and purpose. In everyday life, noticing 14 repeatedly signals an invitation to embrace change with awareness. Whether it appears in mundane details or significant events, it serves as a reminder to assess your actions, realign with your intentions, and take deliberate steps toward growth. It is the vibration of momentum guided by wisdom, urging you to move forward, not blindly, but with clarity, insight, and integrity. From a mystical perspective, 14 is often regarded as a number of cosmic balance and spiritual evolution. Across cultures and ancient teachings, It is associated with adaptability, karmic lessons, and conscious transformation. It is a number that invites reflection, mindful planning, and the careful application of knowledge to navigate life's complexities successfully. Ultimately, number 14 is a guide for those ready to transform their lives thoughtfully. It calls for balance, intentional action, and the harmonization of change with wisdom. By aligning with its energy, you cultivate resilience, insight, and purposeful movement, ensuring that every step forward is not only progressive, but deeply aligned with your higher path. Number 21, the energy of fulfillment and creative mastery. Number 21 vibrates with the dynamic energy of completion, creativity, and the opening of new doors. It is a number that encourages the manifestation of visions into reality, blending the power of initiative with the wisdom of reflection. Those who resonate with 21 are often at effete moments where their inner potential is ready to express outwardly. This number signals that the lessons of patience, discipline, and inner growth have been absorbed, and now it is time to harness that understanding for tangible achievement. In numerology, 21 is composed of 2 and 1. The number 2 represents harmony, partnership, and intuition, a gentle yet powerful force guiding the seeker to align with relationships, collaborations, and subtle energies. The number 1 embodies leadership, action, and new beginnings. Together, 21 becomes a number of creative manifestation, the balance between intuition and initiative, reflection and action, inner knowing and outward expression. It calls for the wise application of your talents and insight to bring dreams into reality. Spiritually, 21 is often seen as a number of cycles completing and new ones beginning. It encourages the integration of past experiences with present opportunities. Life's patterns may have tested your patience, resilience, and faith, and now the energy of 21 reminds you that these experiences were preparing the ground for your breakthroughs. It is a number that affirms your readiness to step forward, equipped with both skill and wisdom, and to create meaningful outcomes that resonate deeply with your soul's purpose. The vibration of 21 also carries the influence of optimism and hope. It reminds you that even amidst challenges or uncertainty, the universe is guiding your steps toward fulfillment. It is a number that encourages creativity, not just artistic expression, but the creativity of thought, problem solving, and innovative approaches to life's complexities. It signals that the alignment between vision and action is within reach when approached with clarity, focus, and integrity. Those aligned with 21 often feel a surge of motivation and a sense of purpose. This number acts as a subtle confirmation from the universe that your efforts are converging, that the seeds planted in the past are ready to bloom. It encourages self-confidence, strategic action, and trust in your intuitive guidance. Every time 21 appears in your life on clocks, receipts, or meaningful events, it serves as a gentle reminder that your creative energy is aligned with universal support. On a deeper spiritual level, 21 is a number of mastery and self-expression. It asks you to harmonize your inner and outer worlds, to channel your talents, passions, and energies toward purposeful outcomes. It teaches that true fulfillment arises when action is guided by insight, when decisions are made with both courage and discernment, and when growth is rooted in meaningful contribution rather than mere personal gain. In daily life, noticing 21 repeatedly is a signal to trust your abilities and to act with confidence. It encourages deliberate planning, creative problem-solving, and a focus on long-term fulfillment rather than short-term rewards. Its energy nurtures the balance between intuition and initiative, teaching that progress is most sustainable when guided by inner alignment and conscious choice. Mystically, 21 has long been associated with cycles of completion and renewal. Across numerological and spiritual traditions, It signifies the successful integration of lessons learned and the readiness to move forward into a new phase of life. It is a vibration of hope, creative power, and divine alignment, urging the seeker to step into their personal mastery with confidence and grace. Ultimately, number 21 is a guide for conscious creation, fulfillment, and the harmonization of inner wisdom with outward action. By attuning to its energy, you are reminded to channel your gifts, embrace your purpose, and manifest your highest potential with clarity, balance, and inspired action. Number 5. The energy of change, freedom and transformation. Number 5 carries a vibration of dynamic energy, movement, and transformation. It is the number of change, adventure, and liberation, calling upon those aligned with it to embrace flexibility, curiosity, and the courage to step beyond familiar boundaries. In numerology, 5 is associated with adaptability, freedom of expression, and the pursuit of new experiences that expand both the mind and the soul. At its core, 5 embodies the essence of personal growth through exploration. It encourages you to break free from limitations, whether self-imposed or external, and to discover new perspectives that challenge old patterns. Those who resonate with 5 often feel restless at times, sensing the need for growth, transformation, and progress in both their inner and outer worlds. This energy reminds you that true freedom arises when you release attachment to predictability and open yourself to the flow of life. Spiritually, number 5 is a teacher of resilience and adaptability. Life's shifts, changes, and challenges are not meant to restrict you, but to expand your consciousness. Through these experiences, you develop the wisdom to navigate uncertainty with grace, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Number 5 encourages embracing life as a journey of evolution, where flexibility, curiosity, and courage allow you to respond creatively to every circumstance. In the vibrational makeup of 5, there is a constant push toward balance between freedom and responsibility. It teaches that, while the spirit longs for adventure and new experiences, true growth requires discernment and awareness. The number 5 reminds you that movement is not aimless. It is a sacred rhythm, a dance of learning and evolving. Every choice made in alignment with your inner truth magnifies your personal power and opens doors to unexpected opportunities. Those who encounter number 5 repeatedly in their lives, on clocks, in addresses, or in significant patterns, are being called to notice where stagnation exists and where courage is required. It is a gentle yet persistent invitation to step beyond comfort zones, embrace adaptability, and trust that the universe supports your journey toward transformation. On a deeper level, 5 encourages the cultivation of mental, emotional, and spiritual flexibility. It reminds you that attachment to rigid outcomes limits growth, while the willingness to explore, pivot, and adapt unlocks new pathways of abundance, insight, and fulfillment. In this way, 5 is not merely about physical or external change. It is about inner transformation, awakening, and the liberation of the spirit. Ultimately, number 5 is a vibrational nudge to embrace life's unpredictability with curiosity, courage, and open-heartedness. It teaches that freedom is not found in the absence of structure, but in the conscious choice to navigate life's twists and turns with awareness, adaptability, and a sense of adventurous purpose. By aligning with the energy of 5, you allow transformation to flow naturally, inviting growth, creativity, and profound personal evolution. Number 13, the energy of transformation and renewal. Number 13 carries a deep transformative vibration that blends endings with new beginnings. In numerology, 13 is not merely about misfortune as superstition suggests. Rather, it embodies the alchemy of change, the courage to release what no longer serves you, and the wisdom to build something stronger from the lessons of the past. It is a number of resilience, urging you to embrace the cycles of life with conscious awareness and trust. At its essence, 13 is a number of profound personal growth. It encourages self-reflection and inner strength, inviting you to confront challenges, not as obstacles, but as opportunities to evolve. Each trial, each difficult moment, holds a seed of transformation, and 13 reminds you that patience, perseverance, and mindfulness turn these seeds into wisdom and lasting empowerment. Those who resonate with 13 are often catalysts for change, naturally drawn to shift patterns, challenge stagnation, and forge new pathways for themselves and others. Spiritually, 13 symbolizes renewal. In Buddhist wisdom, impermanence is a fundamental truth, and 13 mirrors this teaching by highlighting the sacred rhythm of endings and beginnings. It asks you to release attachment to outcomes, to surrender control where necessary, and to trust that the cycles of life are guiding you toward your higher purpose. Change is not chaos, but a necessary rhythm of growth, and 13 serves as a reminder that embracing this rhythm leads to spiritual strength and clarity. In its vibrational composition, 1-3 equals 4, grounding the energy of 13 in stability, structure, and practical manifestation. This fusion of transformation 3 and foundation 4 ensures that change is not reckless, but purposeful, offering a path toward meaningful progress. It encourages building something lasting out of lessons learned, weaving experience and insight into a strong, grounded vision for your life. When 13 repeatedly appears in your life, on addresses, receipts, clocks, or personal milestones, it signals that transformation is at hand. It is a spiritual nudge, reminding you to release fear, face uncertainty with courage, and embrace the alchemical power of renewal. This number asks you to step into the unknown with trust, knowing that endings are sacred preludes to new beginnings. Ultimately, 13 invites you to cultivate inner resilience, balance, and mindful awareness. It encourages you to see challenges as teachers, to honor the lessons of the past, and to trust the sacred unfolding of life. By aligning with the energy of 13, you allow transformation to flow naturally, creating space for renewal, growth, and the emergence of your highest potential. Number 777, the frequency of divine alignment and spiritual mastery. Number 777 resonates with a powerful, transcendent energy that bridges the earthly and the divine. It is a master number in numerology, signifying spiritual awakening, intuition, and deep alignment with the universe. When this number appears repeatedly in your life, it is a message from the cosmos. You are on the right path, and your actions, thoughts, and intentions are harmonizing with the higher rhythms of existence. At its core, 777 is about spiritual mastery. It asks you to trust your inner guidance, to follow the quiet yet profound nudges of your intuition, and to recognize the unseen support surrounding you. Those attuned to 77 often experience synchronicities, heightened awareness, and a sense of knowing that transcends logic. This number signals that your spiritual practice, self-reflection, and mindful actions are bearing fruit, aligning your inner world with cosmic truth. In vibrational terms, 7777 amplifies the energy of 7 threefold, magnifying introspection, wisdom, and spiritual growth. 7 itself is the seeker, the philosopher, and the mystic. It reflects a natural curiosity for truth and a desire to connect with higher consciousness. When repeated thrice, as in 777, these qualities are intensified, urging you to dive deeper into meditation, contemplation, and self-discovery. It is a call to awaken your inner teacher, to act with integrity, and to guide others by example. Spiritually, 747 serves as a beacon of divine alignment. It is a reminder that the universe conspires in your favor when you act in harmony with your higher self. Each 7 you encounter represents lessons learned, insights gained, and the quiet unfolding of wisdom. Together they form a triad of enlightenment, signaling that you are ready to step into your spiritual power fully. When 777 manifests in your life through numbers on clocks, addresses, receipts, or other recurring signs, it carries reassurance. You are supported, your efforts are recognized, and your journey is unfolding as it should. This number invites you to trust the timing of the universe, to maintain faith in your path, and to embrace the divine lessons embedded in every experience. Ultimately, 7077 encourages deep reflection, conscious alignment, and spiritual courage. It calls you to honor your inner guidance, to act with authenticity, and to recognize the sacred threads connecting all aspects of your life. By attuning to the energy of 7077, you step fully into spiritual mastery, creating a life guided by wisdom, purpose, and divine alignment. As we close this journey through these sacred numbers, remember that each vibration you encounter is not random. They are messages from the universe, subtle guides urging you to align with your higher self, to act with awareness, and to embrace the flow of life with calm confidence. True abundance and inner peace are not measured by what you acquire, but by how deeply you connect with the energy around you, how present you remain in each moment, and how faithfully you follow your own path. Every number you see is a reflection of your own frequency, a mirror of the choices, intentions, and clarity you carry within. When you honor these signs, you honor yourself, and the universe responds in kind. Let these vibrations guide your steps, illuminate your journey, and awaken the wisdom already residing in your heart. Stay mindful, stay patient, and continue walking the path with trust, for the quiet rhythms of the cosmos are always at work, shaping your life in ways seen and unseen.